I'm Burt from Warner Electric, Senior Energy Specialist. A lot of customers with solar. Here's the ground mount that's going to be at the State Fair. Steve's team put it together. I guess Mike helped also. So give those guys a round because I heard it was a little bit of a pain in the butt. But, next slide, please. So at the fair this year, we're going to have some bifacial solar modules. So these are a little different than the ones you may have on your home. It's a really great product. They've been around for a while. They're kind of high-tech and they're kind of pricey. So we're hoping, just like everything, that the price is going to come down on these. Next slide, please. So here's just an idea how they work. So obviously, our traditional solar module gets energy from the sun on the face, and the bifacial module actually collects energy on the backside as well. So you could have a ground-mounted array with maybe a substrate of, say, white rock or something like that, and you'll get some crazy production out of that system.
What happens if there's snow under it?
That might even help. Snow is white. So just an idea there, the curve, the yellow piece, that indicates the additional gain that you can find in bifacial modules. All right, so we've got some great donators this year. Eaton has donated some actual electrical hardware, and Millbank has as well. And I understand Power from Green might be donating a kilowatt-hour meter, so appreciate everybody donating the things for the display. One thing different this year, we're going to actually have real components, and if they had wires running between them, they could actually work. So that's going to be kind of fun.
We're going to be outside in the tent. We'll have 2 tents this year, and one of them is going to, they both have walls in them, and this whole setup is going to be in one of the tents.
So one of our other display items is the Solon energy storage unit. So this does have batteries in it as well as the inverter. There's a diagram there that if anybody's done some electrical work, they'll understand it immediately. And if you haven't done electrical work, just feel free to ask questions and we'll kind of walk you through it. But it's really simple. The whole idea of this product is for time of use rates, ways of maybe harvesting some energy and then using it later. And it's a great way to do that. They're not cheap. It uses lithium iron phosphate batteries, and so the warranty on the Solon is 10 years or 10,000 cycles on the batteries. So you can do the math and figure out how long it can last. Next slide, please. All right. So here's a typical grid-tied solar setup that you might see outside on somebody's garage or whatever, but pretty basic stuff. And we're going to have the display. It'll look just like this, and it's pretty straightforward. How many people have seen this type of thing? Have you seen it on any commercial buildings or any residential systems? All right. Is that fairly accurate on your resi system?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so this is kind of what just your normal average grid-tied system looks like today. And next slide. So this is what it looks like if we add battery storage. So it gets a little more complicated, but all the pieces are there. And that's what we want to try to do is help people understand that if they have solar right now, they can add battery storage at any time. So that's the whole purpose of the AC coupling.
If you had microinverters, can you use the system?
Yes, absolutely.
What was the question?
The question was, if you have microinverters, can you use the system? And the answer is yes. It's a true AC coupled system, so it doesn't care about your microinverters. That's fine. Enphase is coming up with their own battery storage system as well. So any other questions? Yes?
Didn't we have a presentation 2-3 months ago on a very large system like that that's located on northwest suburbs?
Connections.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, yeah, obviously it's scalable. So, yeah, I just, the focus of this talk was on the residential side of things, so, sure. Any other questions?
I just want to point out something. Could you go back to the slide just before this? Inside that battery unit, I've been trying to learn about this stuff, right? There are some components hidden in there. Could you please just, I mean, you've got the charge controller and...
Okay, so there isn't a charge controller per se. There's an inverter that's inside the box.
And what about the AC automatic disconnect is inside there too, right?
Right, if we go back, let's see, two more, okay, that one right there. That pretty much shows what's inside the box because it's got a transfer switch in there.
And we'll have that key, we'll have that hanging on the outside of the unit. So people can see who want to know what's inside that thing, they'll have a spec sheet there.
Well, yeah, the Solon is actually clear. We can view right through the Solon.
Oh, okay, great.
So, all right.
That's
Oh,
all.
one more question.
Yeah, I was anticipating someone asking if I were standing there trying to explain this, but if you have a system on your house that's sending surplus electricity to the grid, how can you also have an energy storage, a battery, when you're supposed to be selling to Excel?
Well, it's an individual choice.
Could you please repeat the question?
Okay, so I guess the question is essentially,
It's either
you know, we have grid-tied solar, and so the objective is to produce energy and to put that energy out onto the grid. And so it's a personal choice, really, today. We may choose to use some of that energy on our side and export less out onto the grid. And also with, you know, changes in utility structures, time of use rates, all these different things are impacting energy storage. And so, you know, 5 years from now, we could be having a completely different conversation on this. So, something for you to all think about.
Thank you.
All right, I got the
Thank you,
hook.
Matt.